What up? What up?
What up?
We at it again.
Oh, that's
Oh man, look, we already got people messaging us. We just got live.
great. Yep. We're back. Hey, buddy. How you been? It's been a while.
Been pretty good. Staying busy, getting that work done.
Yeah. Same here. Same here. Uh, what do you think we should talk about tonight?
Mm, got a few topics on mine.
Yeah. Well, let's get Facebook involved here.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
you
hey,
got
hey,
got to
hey.
get on that.
We're live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. Father and son. Well, me and I.
Yeah, yeah. Reincarnate back at it again.
That's what happens when you do time travel.
Get here times two.
You hear that? Times two. Like, peace out. So, what you been into, man?
Oh man, working over here, Flexigate, try and get them hours in.
What kind of overtime you been doing?
Oh man, right before the Christmas break, man, I worked 21 days in a row. The last two of them weeks, I
Hold
was
on,
getting
let me say goodbye to Facebook because we're gonna concentrate on YouTube. You want to continue to see what we're up to? Just come on over to Calvin Slater YouTube. We'll be seeing what we can be talking about some things.
mm-hmm.
Like me and I. All right, peace out, guys. Peace.
Bada bam, bada boom, man. It's been a minute since I've been on YouTube.
I know, man. Oh, wow, yeah, it's been a while. Like 2012.
Uh,
Hold
la-
on, hold on. Oh, I think we're live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. Father and son. Well, me and I. It's
man,
a
oh
new
man.
phone, man. I don't quite got all the stuff down yet.
um,
I mean,
I
I had it long enough, but I only been using simple things.
I need to upgrade. Mine's acting up. It's trying to upgrade a lot and restart a lot and just really being slow.
Yeah. I broke my other one and it got wet. I
You know,
kind of liked it, but this one's bigger, so
I'm I'm
this one's
I'm
better.
I'm surprised. I've actually dropped my phone on the ground 3 times since I took the screen protector off. And
There, it's not connected and stuff. I was checking that. It's like got it on hotspot. It's connected,
yeah,
but let me tell you what I've been doing.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I just started this other gig, man, shipping receipt. It's pretty cool. It's not too bad. Pay's not bad. I got to make those little things go. Still got to survive. Got to pay bills.
Always, always.
But I got to get my Jeep fixed.
Mm-hmm.
How's your Jeep?
Oh, I'm right behind you. I mean, it's rolling, but it definitely has a list of things that I need to start working on.
Dude, man, I've been going through those YouTube channels for fixing your Jeep. It looks pretty fucking simple, man.
Mm-hmm.
Looks real simple. I mean, we'll probably gonna have to get together. I got another buddy. He likes tearing stuff apart, putting it back
Yeah, that's
And
I like seeing how things work.
yeah, take it over to his property and tear them apart. He's got a little shed that can fit two vehicles in it. Jack them up, tear them apart, fix them, put them back
Mm,
together.
easy.
Yep. But you got the V8.
Yeah, I do. I do
that
like
that
the.
mug be rumbling. Then you got your system all put together. I'm like all behind and stuff. I don't even have my system put together. I don't have my uh, shoot. My ride ain't even rolling. I gotta put brake line on it, and I gotta sit there and put some new rotor. Yep, I gotta put 4 new rotors on it. I gotta put one caliper, a new one.
Yeah.
And then I gotta fix the uh, what they call that drive shaft,
Yep.
the front one,
Mm-hmm.
passenger side one, because that one popped off. So I got to fix that, and then hopefully it's fixable. But I think I'm gonna have to have a new transfer case put underneath it.
Yeah. See,
That's gonna suck.
I'm looking at like. I mean, I'm on my way down here, man. I stopped to get gas, and I just didn't want to start back up for me for a minute. I was like, man, am I really gonna be stuck here for a minute? And then next thing you know, I was like, something in it just decided to make that motor turn over, and here we are.
Right.
But I know it needs shocks, it needs tires. I need to, you know, fix a couple things under the hood.
Mm-hmm. There we go. How's that? That's better.
Oh yeah, we in here.
Yeah. Well, some people will join us sooner or later.
Hey, sometimes they're nervous to be the first person.
Yep. Yep.
You get that one, and it's like, all right, well, there's one in there already, so maybe now I'll join.
You know what? We'll just make believe we got an audience out there. How's that?
I thought we did.
Right on. That's the way to be thinking about
Mm-hmm.
it.
I see you guys. Hi, how you doing? Merch
We'll be
coming
seeing
soon.
us in the future anyway. Future viewing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know you're going to watch it because we'll eventually share it.
Mm.
But back to the Jeeps.
Yep. Oh,
Man.
I just can't get over that rumble, man.
Yeah, I know, man. Yours like a little Mustang,
I
rumbling and stuff.
I know, like I always said, I wasn't gonna be that guy,
Yeah.
but I'm willing to spend the gas money to hear that. That's what I bought it for.
Well, I got the straight six, so it's not much of that, but it's okay. I mean, man, I get it. There for a minute I couldn't understand why so many people were buying a Cherokee. Hold on. There's somebody on the line here. Oh, check it out. It's Chris.
Oh, let's see what he wants.
Come on.
Click it. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes it slides, sometimes it click. What's up, Chris?
Hey.
It's loading. There's probably interference here.
Oh, there you go. What's up? Where you at?
I mean, like, y'all look like aliens.
I recently uninstalled it when I was making room for Headband. It's like halfway done already.
He don't know we're live. we're live, buddy.
I'll be there in a little bit. It's been 3 hours ago.
Hey, we're live.
How you doing, buddy?
Alright. I'm fine. Just let me know when you're on your way.
Hey.
Hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
I didn't hear you. Oh, sorry, I heard my dad. Yeah, I did.
Hey, we're on YouTube.
So you're in line? Yeah.
We're on YouTube. I said we're on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. Check us out, dude.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I'm stopping by. We
Yeah.
we just doing a live video.
Yeah, we're gonna stop by and say hey. We'll be there. Huh?
I'm on a chat right now, so yeah, I'm on a game chat right now. I didn't know you answered the phone. I thought it was somebody talking to me on chat.
That's the stuff I would do.
Peace out.
Don't worry about it.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
How soon?
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it in a minute. Yes, we'll talk about it in a minute. Yeah, all right, cause yeah, we're doing a video. We'll talk about it. I got you. Don't worry.
All right, later.
We definitely got to work on our lingo.
What?
Like I don't know
Huh?
what word he said.
What?
Soon, coom, boom.
What?
It's that
Gosh darn it!
it's that touchy signal, man. Every now and then, just
Yeah.
in and out.
Huh?
Sorry, what? I'm going through a time. I can't hear you.
What you say?
Oh man. Sometimes I be cracking myself up at work. People always wondering why I'm in there smiling. Like, man, you don't even know the joke I just said in my head. But if I say it out loud, it's not gonna sound as funny as when I said it in my head.
Right.
I've told a few of those jokes, and it was like, you didn't think it as funny as I did.
Back to the Jeeps.
Yep.
Now, I know my front suspension's okay, but my back suspension, I think I'm gonna have to go through.
Yeah, I got to get a new tank shield on the back of mine because I bought them out a few times. Like, yep, that was a gas tank.
Well, I found some decent rims for mine. It's a stock set that's like a set of 18s. I think they're 18s, but they look pretty sweet. And I'm gonna get those and put some new tires on it, so I can at least change the look of the wheels.
See, I wouldn't mind having, like, see, if I got wider rims, I'd have to get an aftermarket bumper so they stop rubbing on my bumper. Because it looked like when I bought this thing, it looked like somebody was having that problem already, and they had tried to cut the bumpers to fit the tires.
Yeah, but I think if you go through and change your bearings in the your two shafts for your wheels, get that stuff changed out, I think you'll probably smooth out better on the wheels, depending on what.
Right now I'm thinking they're too wide for the bumper, because with the stock bumper they're rubbing, but if you get the aftermarket bumper, they're cut at a different angle, so the tires don't even touch it.
Well, you need a new back bumper anyway.
Yeah. No.
So
upgrade.
Yeah, you should. Yep. That's what I was thinking. Upgrade that mud. Have a little something on the back of it.
Yep. It's gonna be sitting right. It's gonna be riding smooth, and it's all-wheel drive already, so it ain't getting stuck very much anywhere. I haven't been stuck yet, and I do know it can get sideways.
Yeah.
I did that a little bit where I live at because it was a little icy one day. So I had some fun. Looking at me like, why you
All-wheel
going?
drive going sideways down the street.
Oh, look, I was going sideways up a hill. They had them like their heads was going sideways. How are you going sideways up the hill? Normally, the people will go up the hill and their tires will spin. They'll go right back down. It started going. The tires want to spin. It said, "I'm gonna go sideways and I'm gonna crawl it up." That's exactly what it did.
Yeah, see, that's the fun part. And then, like I said, I wasn't expecting mine to be fun. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's comfortable.
It's the first one I had.
It's my first one. I mean, I had a Geo tractor. That was pretty fun, but man, that was like paper thin.
I mean, I had a Jimmy, but the tire fell off. So
I've had one of those.
went from Jimmy to Sonoma to Escort to Jeep.
Like I said, this is the first time I thought about having a Jeep. That's like different. But like I said, I kind of get it. I understand. It's like I said, it's a comfortable little vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so I want to add a few more things to it.
Yeah, customize it.
Put a little touch to it. It's like I pulled out some speakers and I didn't realize I had like 4 sets of speakers. So I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with those. I know 4 of them's going in the doors.
See, I got
I got an amp.
My little studio that I'm working on at the house. Right now I got my computer speakers hooked up and everything, but I've been pulling speakers out of stuff that I'm not using no more and I'm wiring it all up. So I got a bunch of speakers wired up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, it does sound good. I'm about to have a subwoofer system in there.
Mm-hmm.
I need that little bit of bass bumping. That way they know, all right, he making music.
Well, I think I'm gonna mount my woofers. I'm gonna put them in the tailgate. So when the tailgate's down, it's facing me.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way I don't have to build a box. Because I mean, I'm gonna have like 4 woofers, 2 in the doors, and then I got my highs. They're going in the front door. I already got a head deck.
Do you got the channel? It's it'll put the amp it needs into the door speakers to kick their bass for the woofers in the door.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, probably.
Like I bought one by accident because I thought I was.
Check this out. This is what I'm gonna do. The stuff where I bought it at is where I'm gonna go and let them worry about that.
I say, well,
I'm like, I can put a stereo system in, but if I can pay to have somebody do it,
hey, you can pay me to do it.
have it done.
I enjoy doing that stuff from time to time. I have a few people lined up at work. I've already put a radio in one guy's car. He's going to bring me another car to put another radio in. And then I've had 2 ladies come up to me and ask about hooking their speakers up in their doors.
Yeah.
So I got that little hustle going on the side.
Okay. If y'all wondering why we got our sunglasses on,
mm-hmm.
we just got them on because we want to.
Yep. It's what we do.
But getting back to the Jeeps. No, the rims, that's a secret. You're gonna like it. You're gonna be like, dang. I was like, yo. When I saw them, I'm like, them were tight. And they're the factory rims.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, yeah, I want to jump on them bad boys.
Man.
Then once I do that, I apply tint to front windows up front, and then go through all the fluids and have all that flushed out and redone, and then get the underneath done. I probably just have, since I got to replace one brake line, I probably just have them all replaced.
I say I'm
just replace the whole thing and then get the booster changed. Just just has a whole new
Hey,
system and get the suspension and shit.
I,
Right,
I,
right.
I had to replace a booster of mine when I bought it.
Mhm.
That was so nice. It actually didn't take me too long. I thought it was gonna be harder than what it was, but take a couple bolts out, move a couple things out the way, bam, slap it in, you're good to go.
We'll see with that straight six. I got plenty of space.
Yep. See, I had to move a box out of the way, but I I definitely want to get probably a little bit more meaty tires on there because I'm riding with the all weathers. I mean, they're not bad, but them are like the hydro plate over little puddles of water. So all wheel drive that don't ride too good because the tires will go up on one side and once it grips, it try to pull you all over the road.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But get the meaty tires on there, I ain't got to worry about getting stuck in the field either.
Right. I'm trying to burn up my wire with my cigarette. Trying to tear up my mess. I'm like, dude, I really can't wait to where I get it back on the road again. Because it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fix it up a little bit.
Yeah. See, everybody's surprised when they hear I only got one sub back there. I'm like, what? No, I swear to God, you were bumping like 4. Like, no, it's just one. I just I tuned it just right, and it's bumping as hard as I need it to bump to sound good to me.
Right.
It's not my fault if people can hear me a block away. At least they know who it is.
Yeah, your bass is kicking. Well, I want a subtle bass, so that's why I'm gonna have mine mounted in the tailgate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm still trying to figure out where I'm gonna locate the amp because I'm still wondering if I was gonna instead of changing the ones in the back door, which I mean I still can because it's too. Yeah, I can get some boxes for underneath the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Put the other 2 woofers underneath the seat.
Yeah.
That would be a surround sound.
So
That would be like 6 speakers of bass.
I was excited when my speaker showed up because I ordered it. I had to wait for it to get here from California. And I got right out of work, didn't even go to sleep because I knew it was coming that day. So I stayed up till it got there. I seen a dude try and get it out the truck, and he was struggling because the box was kind of big box, and he was a little guy. So I was walked out there. I was like, "Here, let me grab that," and I just picked it up and walked away. I was like, "I'm too excited to put this in right now, so I'll just carry it inside."
Yeah.
Man, it was a lot of box.
Yeah, I want to be able to.
Still haul stuff in the back.
Yeah.
I say I can haul a little bit of stuff, but it's just down one side.
Yeah, I want to leave space open. I don't know what for, but I want to at least have some space left in the bag. So
I was
that's why I'm replacing them in the factory hose, but it's except for the tailgate because there's no speakers back there. But I know there's holes for speakers back there. So
I make sure to carry like I got enough room in there for some tools, some quick little fix stuff. I got my tent in there in case I ever decide to just crash somewhere. I got a sleeping bag, so I'm good. I'm good to go.
yeah, see, I want to get that hooked up that way too. Make sure I got a tent, sleeping bag, and camp utilities.
Mm-hmm. It's like
You never know. You might want to just go and just hey, let's just take a ride.
Yeah,
and
hey,
go to the
let's.
state parks and throw up a tent.
I see the way I look at it is I be sitting there with a full tank and it's like let's see where the tank runs out at.
Right.
New location to discover.
Yep. So that's why I want to get my Jeep fixed, man. 'Cause I want to just on the weekend. I got a full weekend. Boom, get the heck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And like I like going up on the west coast of Michigan. Man. That's pretty nice.
We actually still have a trip. We still got to take this trip over to Ohio We got a little barter visit over there.
right, right.
But that's going to happen.
I know it's gonna happen. I already know, man. You're definitely right about that. But we can get busy. We get busy. All it takes is some overtime.
A little bit of pocket change.
A little side hustle here and there. Gotta always be hustling. Like I said, we should either find some more Jeeps and work on them. No, because I am gonna get my dealer's license, so figure that out.
I say, man, I got ideas for side hustles all day.
Yeah, but I mean,
as far as little side jobs.
Just to be tackling just this one thing.
Right. Yeah. Get one thing started.
I think if we work off of that, we might be all right to venture off into something else. But we should like have a goal for like maybe 10 vehicles.
I don't see that being a problem.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we can do that. And see how long it takes us to get rid of 10. And then invest all that back into getting better ones.
Yeah. Double it the next time though.
But trying to find one particular kind of brand or something, do a little research on some particular vehicles and take a look at them and see how quick we can find some. I mean, we've got a car trailer.
Yep. A few trucks that we can use to haul it too.
You got a tow hitch on the back of yours.
Yeah, but until I get that extra work done, because I don't know if it'll be ready to haul a trailer.
Right. Let's make room. Get by. It's like this way.
You're live.
You
want to walk in front of that if you're live.
I got my finger on it.
You what?
I got my finger on it.
Dang.
Yes, sir. Can I take it?
Hey.
What?
Live, not that word. Upwards. Hey, I'm still stopping by your house. Fly in the morning.
Well, I mean, whenever we tidy up what we're doing, I'll take it.
Okay.
I heard my phone go off, but I didn't answer it.
I heard a vehicle.
Alrighty.
Are we back live? Are we gonna be correct this time?
Just a little intermission there. Technical difficulties.
Oh, okay, here we go.
I thought a ghost was opening the door for a minute. I was like, it just closed. Why is it opening?
Oh, okay, little interruption there. Oh well. That's called being live.
All right. So are we still on the Jeeps here? We're going back to the Jeeps.
Well, we can talk about we gotta work on getting some vehicles though. Seriously. We gotta do that. That's a good hustle. Especially when we can find the good ones. I'm good at finding.
I mean,
good ones.
I think it's just fun working on cars altogether.
Yeah, and it's fun finding a good one though. It's like going for the hunt. Like you know those people who go hunting in the barn finds and all that. Man, I got spots, man, that are like real good spots. I mean, like over in yeah, I got some good spots. I've been to some couple of places, and I'm like, ooh, and certain things happen to certain vehicles in certain different climates and things like that, and they're like some simple fix. So I think we're gonna have some little fun doing that. See
Mhm.
what comes on.
Yeah, see, I know after I got mine, like Mark was texting me like, "Hey, can you help me find one too?" But he ended up he didn't get the same he didn't get the Cherokee. He got the more boxy style one.
He got the Liberty.
Yeah, and then Emily and Jesse turned around and got the same one, just a different color.
Oh well, I was like,
I was like, man,
they're both fun vehicles, but I don't like the Liberties. I mean,
I found the diamond in the dirt
mhm,
because Jesse was like, well, I helped you find it. I was like, yeah, but I bought it.
mhm.
Like you could have bought it before me because you showed it to me, so that means he was already looking at it. But he was sketchy about it. I took it right up around the corner. Like I like the way it sounds. I'm buying it.
Yeah, you need to sit there and work on the rest of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I just found out that I had some certain tools that I didn't know I had. Them tools I bought for them scooters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking through and I was cleaning up some stuff and I was like, oh wow, I got these big tools. I forgot I had these bad boys. So yeah, I'm ready to wrench on a few things. See what we can fix.
Man, yeah, buddy.
You know, what's a simple car?
Mm.
Oh, you know what? Let's look it up. Let's see.
I mean, small cars are simple cars.
I know it's simple car. I'm talking about something.
Something nice and easy to work on.
Yeah.
Uh, Impalas. Impalas are nice. My buddy used to have one.
Yeah.
I did like he used to have an Avalanche too. That Avalanche was nice. It was a smooth ride.
What you want? It's the hunt to go find them, though. See, I'm talking about price like that.
Mm-hmm.
But see, you have to go on YouTube and find out what they're bad, what's the bad
Yeah.
point, you know?
Well, I did a little video on Jeeps before I bought that one, and I mean, I don't know. Once I got behind the wheel, I was like, yeah, I'm
Look,
buying
see,
it.
that's a decent one.
Yeah.
That's a good turnover. Look, see what I mean?
Definitely definitely gonna be
I mean,
on the
most
to-do
people are
list.
gonna look for some kind of delivery vehicle, man. Just like at a decent price.
Good gas mileage.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
Yeah, that one. I would buy that one.
that.
That would be a personal vehicle.
Look at the one next to it.
I used to know somebody who drove one of those.
They're pretty bad.
I was supposed to hook speakers up in their back window.
Those funky looking cars, but they're pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't want to mention any car names.
That's for us to know and you to find out.
See, there's one. Get something like that. Tint the windows. Put rims on it. Those are like 14, so go to 17s
I would buy that one
if that's the true price.
too. It's probably not.
No.
There's probably another zero on there that we can't see.
Here's another one. Put some rims on that sucker, clean it up, get it real nice and clean.
Replace the door handle, but that's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's quick. Pop in, pop out. What's up?
No. That too much. That we could throw some date. Here with the old school look.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not that. I thought that was another one like the other one. All
You
right.
see what I'm saying, though?
Mm-hmm.
And all we gotta do is put our money together and go to work. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That one definitely.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got to touch it too much. Maybe some detail work.
But like I said, at the same time, we would look them all up and find out what their flaws are. So
Mm-hmm.
sit there and check that out first, because a lot of times
I mean,
think,
I want to hear it start.
yeah,
If I'm buying
So
it, I want to
you
hear
hear-
it start.
hear what's all spitting out on.
Mm-hmm. Listen for a knock or a leak or anything.
There's a puller.
Mm-hmm. I think they might know some people up in Michigan that's got some of those for sale.
Yeah, but look at that. And that's
But-
a 4x4.
But at that price, there, I mean, it could need
I understand
something to make
that.
it go.
Look how many miles is on it.
But see, I mean,
All you gotta do is yank the motor out and put another one in.
probably motor and transmission.
Yeah.
But you can find another one of those that's got those two good parts, and the rest of it could be crappy, and then swap it.
I don't know. If I'm gonna use it to haul, I'll probably overhaul it.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
Cause I mean, I got a chance to go to the junkyard. That's that age, and I can go and look for something that's 05, 06, and yank that whole train plane out and put it in there.
Can definitely be done.
And then there's one of the ones you was talking about.
Yep.
Them not bad either.
Yeah, those are pretty nice. And those ones.
What, this one or this one? Yeah, I'm a little worried on those.
Some.
Definitely that.
So actually, I would not. There's a very common problem with those that, you know,
Oh, ones?
well, I mean, it's
Because
with,
I had it.
it's with that name right there.
Okay.
It's
Bad motor.
it's not the motor, but it's got something to do with under the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Be riding one day and your whole front end will just drop down.
Yeah.
Have two big old holes under the hood, probably poking through the hood. I almost bought one, and then I did some research, and I turned back from buying it because I really wanted it. It was stick shift and everything, convertible. But then I seen that problem, and it already looked like it was starting.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, can't take it.
That was a sad day. The dad had to say no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That right there.
Yeah. I like the top loops.
Mm-hmm. And that one's like, see how that look from real? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You do that, man. Nobody can turn away from them, man. They'll be like,
Pull up to a car meet and just wait. The price tag on that one's probably out of our price range, but I wouldn't mind having one of those.
yeah, and that one's got T-tops in it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Cindy got 2 inches of snow
Mm-hmm.
in North South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. 2 inches of snow, North Carolina.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, but it's sponsored.
Yeah.
It's a car lot.
That's a trailer pull.
Yeah, and that's actually not a bad price.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad. That's too high. But it's a 5, so it's a special edition. Go in there and get back here.
I guess I could probably answer Chris's message now that he done stopped by.
I know I never seen rims on this.
Always been stock.
It's always been stock. Everyone I've seen has been stock. I think you have a dramatic change by putting some rims on it. Check it out.
I know it sounds nice with a system in it because it's got that boxy style to
You
it.
know,
And,
look how many miles it's got.
you could throw that box of 12s I had in it. You
Mm-hmm.
could throw one of them in there and be set. It sound like these 15. It's 15. You can put that box of 12s in there and still have room to haul stuff.
Yep.
I know I'm gonna be ready for bed soon. Got straight out of work and didn't go to sleep yet.
There's another one. There must be something wrong with these.
Oh.
You want to check that out?
I didn't want to click on it, but that was just another one aside from the one we found earlier. Might as well get 2 of them, right? 3 of them.
Well, it depends on what model it is, though. Because there's a certain model that they have problems with. So I have to do a little research to figure it out.
I want to get a model of the one that my buddy had because he when he totaled his car from hitting a deer, he drove off the lot with a $30,000 one.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what,
Well, he
man,
had a decent little down payment for one.
no, he didn't have to do a down payment. He drove off the lot with it.
Oh yeah.
Like he had some good credit, so he just got to drive out. He's like, I want that one. And they gave him the keys. I'm like, he took me for a ride. I'm like, dang man, it had all wheel drive. It got sideways.
One of them. Just one time. Throw some better rims on it than that.
I mean, you can take them ones and swap them onto something else and swap the rims off something else onto that.
Yeah, because those are not 20s.
Those could go on that other car.
Probably. Those are a problem child. Look, it's got the hood up. I think that's a bad indicator.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully somebody's problem child.
Well, all right. So yeah, that's something to look into. Do research on.
How's the music going?
Well, I'm working on a couple projects here and there. Learn how to use this new software. It's actually going pretty smooth.
Yeah, I kind of seen you do a little of this and a little of that, and I heard you play a little something. So yeah, you got a little something going on
Definitely. I'm ready to get into some more beats and stuff. I want to learn how to make them because once you can make beats, you don't gotta buy beats.
there. Right.
That's the next step. I actually have another program on here where I'm learning to do stuff. A lot of people are talking down because they don't think it has enough stuff. I mean, it costs $11 a month to use,
Mm-hmm.
and I sit there and play around with stuff all day on it.
Right.
It's all about lining the stuff up in the right spot so it all sounds right when you play. It's not all like blotchy and missing stuff here, missing stuff there. Just one smooth flow.
Right. Just checking that out. I just seen it down there. But mm, I'm, I'm thinking about podcast. So
What you got planned on that?
well, I want to make sure everything is solid first before I try to put one together. Mostly that's just making sure I have a strong internet connection.
Mm.
Basically,
I
being
think,
able to make sure you can afford it.
yeah, I think we got the mics.
It'll take more than the mics, though. Gotta get out there live.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it is what it is.
My phone just ding, ding, ding.
We all know who it is.
Well, I got that. That was one of our viewers.
But trying to think of something else.
I mean, how you liking working the night shift?
No, that's being starting the night shift, and that's like getting back to the night shift. Spend too many days and second shifts. Mm-mm. Yeah, I like third shift.
I always
Get in, get the work done early in the morning, and go home, go to bed.
well, I like feeling like I got the whole day to do stuff.
Yeah, because you didn't already started the beginning of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how I see it.
It's definitely, I don't know. Like,
You can get up at noon
mm-hmm.
and do whatever you want to do.
Still got a whole day.
Mm-hmm.
I say I clocked out of work at 7 a.m. and here I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still had to pull first shift Friday, so
Yeah.
I'm going on third on Sunday night, which I'm ready for it. It's not going to be all that fast paced because it's third shift.
Right. I say, I mean, I have some downtime every now and then, but I'm starting to figure out the machine to where the downtime's getting less and less. So that's a good thing.
You're doing injection mold, right? Plastic.
No, I'm setting metal stuff into a machine and it gets welded together.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it out, make sure all the welds are where they're supposed to be.
Do you have any plastic machines there, or are you all metal?
As far as I know, we're all metal.
Oh, so
metal, steel, aluminum.
Are y'all building the safety part of the bumpers?
I was just working on parts that were the fuel tank shields.
Oh,
okay. I also work on parts that are for the rocker panels. And
okay.
Yeah,
see, I didn't know you did all that.
Yeah, we
because I came from the bumper section.
I don't know if we have a bumper
Yeah,
section
you
in
do.
there. I don't know
No,
if they have
not
one.
not
Yeah.
not at your shop. Your shop is totally different on another part of the car.
I just know that there's uh
But
uh
I'm saying from the factory that I was working at, we did bumpers.
Mhm.
We did the steel bumpers. We chrome plated,
I say I
chrome
definitely
plate and paint,
I,
the custom paint.
I got down the main machine that I run.
Mhm.
When I run out of parts on that, I run the other machines that make my parts.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it just can't keep up. I'm like, all right, well, you ran those baskets out. Well, looks like you get to go make more.
I've had it where I had to run two different machines just to keep myself working.
Yep.
I've had to do that. Well, shoot, the other job I was at, we had to run both lines because there was nobody to run the other line.
See,
So, but there wasn't enough. There wasn't really enough orders to actually have both lines running at the same time. So we just sit there and split the runs on whatever it had to be done for that line, and then do what we had to do for our line, and still leave some for first shift. So,
I say, yeah, we got like our four main lines are the rocker lines, and we got two slow lines, which they go on regular brakes, and we got the two fast lines, which they rotate through brakes, so they can keep the line running constantly.
mhm.
And then we have the little machines in the middle to make all the small stuff that get built into bigger stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the press rooms where they press out all the stuff that we weld.
Right.
So
Well, I'm not allowed to talk about the current job that I'm at. I had to sign a piece of paper.
I don't think I've signed one yet, but
No, this one I had to sign a piece of paper, so I can't talk about that one. All I do is what they told me to say is I make switches. And actually, I'm not in that department. So that's all I can say about that job. But I can talk about, Flexing Gate, where it was actually Masterguard is the name of the shop, and the same person owns both the shops. So, but in that place, I did racks. That's what they call it. And actually, what it was is after the bumpers have been sanded down to like a polished look, then they get washed off, and then they get dipped into the nickel for the chrome plate. And when they come out,
all
we
right.
actually we load up the front, which is a rack that's going to take them and dip them, and then unload the finished product. And yeah, it's quite fast. Kind of like it.
Nice little workout too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes like the Ford bumpers are bigger than the Chevy bumpers.
Yep.
Then you got all the half bumper pieces because of the tow package, and then they have like a paint line. They paint some of the bumpers, but mostly it's chrome. It's pretty dangerous too because that metal can slice you.
Yeah. The factory edge.
Yeah,
I've gotten a few little cuts here and there.
yeah. But I was it was pretty fun being fast, and then took me from that department, put me in inspection. That was boring. I mean, checked a bunch of parts and stuff, but it still was boring. It wasn't like a physical workout.
And see, sometimes I get a little bored every now and then. I take up my free time with do a little reps here and there with some of the extra parts. I'm just waiting for
getting your free workout.
yeah. I'm the like in the process that it takes for my machine to weld this part. I have enough time, do a couple curls or do a couple dips or a couple push-ups or something to kill the time. Then hop up, put the next part in, and figure out the next workout.
They're gonna sit there and say that's a safety hazard.
There's nothing dangerous around there.
I'm just saying. dream about doing those exercises.
Repetitively lifting the same piece of metal from one spot to another. I mean, that's
There
a
you go,
fair
there you
workout.
go, There you go. There you go.
The different parts of metals, different weights. Because when I was doing the shields for the tanks, I just had these two little metal tabs I had to weld on there. But those little, you get enough of those tabs together, and they weighed more than the plate did.
Yeah, I guess that. I mean, like working over at AZZ, where we're hanging all types of metal parts to be galvanized.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice workout. I like that. That was sitting there making me strong. Made my fingers strong too.
Mm-hmm.
I had a nice grip. Sit there and grab a 50-pound bag of cotton litter and just grab it like that. Just pick it up with no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't even feel it. I didn't mind doing that. Then like when I worked for a pier place, I didn't mind doing that either. But
Yeah.
you got to pay me.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay me for that strength.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay me for at least being able to understand directions.
Yeah.
There's so many people that don't understand directions.
I mean, it's one thing when you show up to the job site and you gotta rework all the work that was done the day before.
Ooh, yeah.
Like that's backwards. This is upside down.
Sometimes I think people be intentionally doing that just so they can sit back and watch you do it. And then when you do it like, it ain't no thing,
Mm-hmm.
then it really pisses them off. So I'm like, hey, it's a nice workout.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
On to the next one.
What you got left? Because you can get pissed off and then use that little energy and just speed that work right up to where you're like, I'm gonna get this done in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just to show you, just show you how slow you are.
I'm like, all right, it looks like it's lunchtime now.
Mm-hmm. I think yesterday, I did almost maybe 40 skids. It's not bad.
And I remember working at this other job when I was working in the shipping department. There was 1 day a week. We had this one big order that had to go out to the sister company, and there'd be like 23, 24 skids. You gotta weigh them, wrap them, and this is after you pull all the parts from all around the shop.
Yeah.
Weigh them, wrap them, make them manifest. Have it all done before lunchtime, because right after lunch, that truck will be there waiting to get loaded. And on top of that, we also had like 4 other company trucks that would come through to pick up other parts that were being shipped out. So, and then we also had the UPS and the FedEx. So that was, I had all that learned in just a few weeks of training.
I know the fun part I get to do. I like going to temp service. Manpower's been the one I've gone to the longest. I mean, I worked with Manpower almost 28 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
But the different jobs that I got to go to and learn, and it's like I had it in my head that I was going to be just as good as the regular employee, that they couldn't even tell that I was a temp worker. It was fun.
That's how it goes sometimes too.
I just make little small goals of what I was going to accomplish, and I see how some people do some of the how they ran things, where it made it easy for themselves, and then incorporate some of that stuff, and then figure out that you can do something a little bit quicker. So I mean, there's one time I had work at this one place. It was a blow mold place, and it had 4 shots that it shot out, and it had 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 packs. There was 4 operations that you had to do within a 60-second shot.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I got the time down to almost 49 seconds.
Yeah, when I did a training thing for this other place I work, because I went through Express for a lot of jobs up until this last year. I switched to just try something new, but I was at this one place and they did a screw test, and it was like you should be able to get this many screws done in this amount of time, and this will decide whether you're in Class A or Class B. And it was me and two other people, like the three of us, like just decided we were racing each other, and we all three had the most screws put into the board than everybody else that was there, and there's like 3 tables of people. I was like, well, these guys are going to A team.
No, I like certain new challenges.
Mm-hmm.
I some people, they like to have a straight career, but man, it's the wealth of knowledge of certain different things you get to learn that sometimes people just don't get to learn.
Mm-hmm. I definitely have. I have a lot of different job knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you only just a short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
You got some good skills.
Well, I'm about to be turning 26 this year.
You know how to lay that brick down.
Mm-hmm. I mean, build a house from the ground up, or damn near anything.
Right. Or tear a car down and put it back together.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, those little stuff like that I just find fun.
Right. Or being able to run the press. Welding.
A little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Little yard work.
I like driving the heavy machinery around too.
Yep. Bobcats.
Sky tracks, dump trucks.
Yep.
Mm.
I know.
Sometimes I go into a new job just because I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna learn this today.
Mm-hmm.
And once I feel like I've learned it, I'm like, I think it's time to go learn something new.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I was like, I think I was 14. Yeah, 14, 15. I used to work at this Christian campground. And man, I learned a lot of stuff there because we were building the campground as they were using it.
Mm-hmm.
And they had what they call the back 40s. We laid down the foundation for the swimming pool, which was a 3-tier swimming pool that we laid in. And then we put saw down, and then we built a baseball field. It already had the go-kart track, the baseball field, and the volleyball court. I was part of putting that together. So I learned how to lay saw down.
Mm-hmm. See, I was looking at it when I was going through all those jobs aside from learning that stuff. I'm like, man, I remember when people said I couldn't do this, and look at me over here doing it.
Right? Yeah, you just learn.
Mm-hmm.
Watch other people do what they do, and like ask questions.
I say most of the time if they show me once, and I make the process work for me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's over after that. Because
Right.
then I'm
You
challenging
put it out.
myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
Like how many did I get done that time? All right, now I'm gonna double that this time.
Right. See, once I figure out how everything works where I'm working at, then I'll be able to do some extra things.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be put away. So once I figure that all out, I'll be challenging myself, seeing how many skids I can put away.
Man, sometimes stuff's just too easy.
I know, right? You know, I don't like doing 3 and 4 people's job at one
Right.
time.
Sometimes
But I know I can do it.
it's well, see, I like sometimes it's just easier if I do it.
Just get out the way.
Mhm.
You slow
Yeah.
down process.
Yeah, they become an obstacle to go around.
Exactly.
So yeah, I worked with a few people like that.
It's that constant repeat. What?
Mm-hmm.
What? I'm like, dude, do you really want a job? You're not gonna make it.
Mm.
Poor thing.
Yep.
But mess with that concrete. Have you done stamping in
I-
concrete?
I know the process of it. Yes.
Yeah. Haven't you done it though?
I,
You've seen it done.
I haven't physically done it, but I was at the job site watching it get done. It was the
Yeah,
last step of the
yeah.
job. We poured it, leveled it, and then they throw their powder down and put their stamps on it.
Well, I worked with a person that actually it was an associate of mine, known a long time, and he actually showed me how to do it. We did a patio. We laid the patio. We marked the patio down,
Mm-hmm.
poured the concrete, smoothed it out, and then stamped it. And then we colored it and then glazed it. It was a damn good job,
See,
actually. And it was my first time, learning about the stuff.
I
We
said
tore up the old stuff.
there's a couple jobs that I had to do where we had to match the brick to the ones we were tearing down, and we had to mix the mortar color because there are some chimneys they just got regular plain gray mortar, but some they get a little tint of brown or tan or red or whatever
Right.
yeah. So you gotta mix the right amount in there, or it won't match.
Right.
So
Yeah, it's, I've put curbs down, driveways down,
sidewalks, all that.
yep, and I've done my break, laying down brick, I
Block,
learned that
brick,
a long
stone.
time ago. And then I used to have a little passion for doing landscape work, designs and stuff. But
Cut the patterns in the grass.
no, I'm talking about actually laying out a whole new yard and
Like all the flowers and stuff,
Yeah.
like getting the flower bed set up.
yeah,
And
adding little extras here and there. But at the time that I was doing it, they started changing regulations and stuff like that. Because I looked at it as artwork.
mm-hmm.
It wasn't to mass produce. I was
Right.
looking at artwork. And then they started changing the material, which was cheaper. And they charging an arm and a leg for cheap product. I was back in the old days where I was moving the real railroad ties, heavy mugs.
Yeah.
I remember there's a job I did a long time ago back in the 80s. Laid a whole 3-tier wall of just tile and had to carry that stuff down a hill. Yeah, we used over almost probably about 100 poles.
I've run wheelbarrows full of cement down hills.
Yeah, I hate that. I'm
They're sitting there waiting for you to
What
tip
about
it
mulch?
over.
Remember that time me and you was working together? I was
Hey.
working over at that one house, and we had to put down a whole lot of mulch.
I remember carrying a lot of mulch. I think
That
it was
a
like
lot of
500 bags.
It was a lot of bags. It was a dump bed.
It was 500.
Full.
It was like 500 bags of
Yeah.
80-pound mulch that was wet and damp.
Yep. And we're going down a steep hill.
Mm-hmm. Break your ankle if you step wrong.
Yep.
I was
It's
like,
one of the locals here in our town. One of the well-known folks. We won't mention names. But
I want to say it was like
we done it.
a week job or 2-week job with like 8 people.
It was about 2.5 weeks actually. And then we also had to tear out the dead stuff too.
Yeah, all
We
the
was doing all
weeds.
that all at the same time. Then had to fix the beach. But yeah,
It definitely looked good when we was done.
but stuff like that. That's still when you're done with it. Like, look at that work.
Mm-hmm.
Did good work.
So I got into taking the before and after pics. Like I worked with this one landscaping crew up in Michigan, and I was working with 2 people that I had already worked at the place before, so I kind of knew what was going on. And I was working with 2 younger kids, and the one kid looked like he was supposed to be in charge, but he didn't look like he knew how to be in charge. So when we got there, I hopped right out. I was like, all right, looks like we're starting in the back. We're gonna work from this side and work our way around. And customer was happy the whole time we was there. They ended up starting a thing where it was like, the if the customers call in and say, hey, this crew did good, or hey, this person did good, then those person would start getting bonuses on their checks for getting that customer, compliment.
You know what? I don't care what anybody say, but I watch some Mexicans work.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that teamwork. That teamwork is so tight that they're hardly working. No, seriously.
I've worked with a few.
Seriously.
I've built a silo with a crew before.
Oh, man, dude, because they use so many of them,
Mm-hmm.
they're not hardly working.
I
I don't think anybody get that.
the way that they move too,
Yeah.
like nobody stops for asking questions. They just these
They're
people
gone.
grab this and do it, and that
Yep.
person's doing this while this one's over here doing,
Yep.
and you gotta look for the open spot to jump in and go.
Yep. It's like I work with some Guatemalans framing houses,
Mm-hmm.
and we at least frame 3 houses a day.
It's kind of like
Yep. Yep. And we didn't drive all over the place to go for lunch. We ate lunch right there.
Yep. I've been in subdivisions in Detroit, and I watched houses pop up. Like we come in, we do we pull the footing, lay some block for the driveway, put the weather straps in, and then by the next day, the framers are there putting the first floor up.
Mhm.
Next day, they got the second floor and the roof's
Yep.
going on. While the
Yep.
roof's being shingled, they're putting windows and siding on. The inside's
Yep.
getting drywalled and electrical. And
Yep.
by the end of the week, the house that we started on's already got
Yes,
everything done.
Almost done. Yep.
They'll be putting the finishing touches on the garage door.
Mm-hmm. And it's like I said, I think the time that I worked with them, I helped with almost 40 houses, and we did it in a very short time. I just slapped that stuff up there, and to some of the real builders, yeah, it's cardboard. It's straight up cardboard houses for way too much money.
I can't tell you how many houses I've worked on, whether it was in construction or just throughout the other trades that I did outside of working with block and brick and stone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I've worked on enough houses to drive down the road and be like, yeah, I worked on that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Or hey, yeah, I remember doing that one over there.
Well, I did a little handful of houses there in Indianapolis with my little Guatemala friends. But like I was saying, they're working togetherness, man.
Yeah.
They do that well. I mean, they can be mad at one another, but probably it was because they had too much to drink the night before. Or they were already salty, but this group here, they're pretty straight. I mean, they sat down, ate their meal, and then boom, got back to work. But I'm gonna tell you, I seen the roof truss. It's like one by one,
Mm-hmm.
and I had.
And they're walking on it too.
Hey, wait, my little Mexican buddy was like every bit of almost 300 pounds walking on that stuff. I was like, nah, dude, it ain't happening. I ain't walking on that mess. Not unless you got two where you can grab one another, so if one snap you on the other, But still, that's a cheap roof.
See, I got to redo my roof because I live in an older trailer and I've already redone the kitchen ceiling and stuff, so I see what's up in there, and
there's nothing there.
It's drywall, insulation, some metal on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's pretty easy to throw some drywall up because I give you better insulation on the inside.
I put lights in too.
You could take the aluminum off and put pink board up, and then put the aluminum back on.
Well, I'm eliminating the aluminum altogether because it's old, like water.
Well, yeah,
water leaks through holes here and there.
That was the cheap fix.
Yeah,
if you go for the vinyl siding with it already having the styrofoam to it, you take care of two things at once. Because they'll have like sheets already built and they just slide it in.
I'm definitely putting a roof on it. I'm rebuilding the shed. I'm building the deck, and I got some more miscellaneous stuff on the inside to tear out and redo.
You should turn around and sell it.
No, that's what I plan on doing. I want to make it look to my standards.
Yeah. You've been working on it for a few months.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't been working on it recently because
All the overtime you've been doing.
yeah,
at
all,
work.
all the work I've been working at, like I come home, go to sleep, wake up, go back to work. But every now and then on the side, I'll pick up a couple things from the store and like, all right, I'll get this done today.
I need y'all to give me just a quick little minute.
There we go. The screen door got stuck. Like the screen door latched, but then the other door didn't, and then
I wonder what you're gonna do.
I was in there. I was like, well, he had to go pee, so I was like, oh, all right, well, I'm gonna step back in here then. And then the screen door was like, well, I guess you're not.
Yep. I still got to make a little trip back up home. I was supposed to come down and I was gonna hang out, a couple hours and then go back home and go to sleep because I got out of work. I'm like, all right, come down and see what's going on.
You've been here how long?
I think I got here around 11 or noon.
You're a little longer than you thought, huh?
Yeah, getting some extracurricular work done.
You're not live right now, are you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
still rolling.
Poor fans think you're idiots.
That's okay.
Rocking and rolling. We got to make a big comeback since the last time we did a video.
I know, man. It's like been like, dang, like almost 6 years. I'm talking about for the one like we did at the house down in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, that was the very first one.
Yeah, that was a real good one. Lights are bright in here.
Not showing that you're live.
Huh?
Not showing that you're live.
We're live.
We're on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah.
We was live on Facebook for just an intro to get a few people on.
Which, time for Facebook commercials.
Shit.
I'm gonna holler at some fans and see if we can get them over here to YouTube.
Let's see.
We're gonna get more people. Hey, we're live on YouTube. Calvin Slater. over here at YouTube for a moment, just testing things out. If you want to come and join us, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to be talking about. We'll be talking about anything. We've already been on here almost an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So come on over and check us out.
Leave a comment.
You're right. Yes.
See, when my buddy used to do that, it would cut his hotspot out. He'd be doing something like, "Oh, why did it cut? Oh, I answered the phone."
Well, yeah, I answered the phone and it go out.
Yeah.
There it is. Share. Boom. There we go. Now, there might be other adults that we have to look out for. Sponsor potential and stuff like that. So we got to be careful.
You see that one?
Mm-hmm.
We're on multiple televisions.
Right. But just shouting out for community coming. Just hear us be goofy for a moment.
Yeah. That's,
Kind of like enjoying our day off from work.
yep. Touching in on the roots.
Yep. Let's see. We got to talk about something. I'm gonna look up something and see what you think about this. Whoa! I remember you gave this to me.
Yeah. I stumbled across that. It was like it was
You can't say.
Yeah.
Can't say any of the words. It's just we're looking at something.
I was gonna say when I stumbled.
I didn't mean to do that. Oops, my bad. Come on, go away.
I was gonna say I stumbled across that and I felt like it was placed there specifically for me to share over to you.
Right. And boy, did I share it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can tell you. But let's see. Hey, what do you think about this one? Did you ever see this?
I didn't watch it all the way through.
You watch
I felt like it was one of those like the other ones.
Mm-hmm. No, actually, this one was a real one.
It was authentic.
Yes, it was. The story about the father veteran and his son is surprising his visit, and he almost didn't believe that he was there. Pretty good. And they saluted each other before they hugged his father and dad. But he got a little worried when he sent him his special box because he thought he had passed. Almost gave the old man a heart attack. But I thought that was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, I know our military has probably been involved in some very ugly things designed by or given. But I'm going to keep trying to tell you, when somebody at 18 decides that they're going to go and put their life on the line for their country, dude, there's nothing more to say.
Yeah.
I felt the same way. Seriously. I mean, I was in ROTC. I was getting prepared. Maybe in another timeline
Mm-hmm.
that was accomplished. And I know it would have been badass.
Mhm.
Like just you got those genetic skills.
I don't know, man. I I thought about it, man, and I definitely.
The only reason why I don't wish to be involved is because I'm on the spiritual level, and I don't want to be involved in taking somebody else's life.
Right. And I had to be like going into like Black Ops or something. Like
Well, I
that's
mean,
not even like the like the combat that they get into, but some of the just top secret missions they get
yeah. See, I
into.
would have been in the same thing. Seriously, I mean, I would have cross trained every unit
Mm-hmm.
and got excellent in certain different details.
So they're like the Rangers.
Yep. And I also wanted the helicopters. I got a big thing for the helicopters. I love the helicopters.
If I go on that route, I'd be rolling in the tank, just because
I-
they're just I don't know something. I've always wanted to drive a tank, just to
Mhm.
drive it.
Right.
Like, I'll be the mechanic fixing it. Let me just take it out for a test spin.
Well, see, that's the same thing. I was going to be the mechanic for the helicopter. You know, it's like pilot and
Mhm.
mechanic.
I was like, oh, I'm just making sure it's working right.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I would have been in special ops.
I
No,
say,
no doubt, no
But-
doubt. You know, I mean, you send me on a mission, and it's like I would have been one of that guy. This is personally from the office, that kind of guy. But instead, I chose to walk the spirit way, and I'm kind of glad I did that. 'Cause-
I do want to buy a Humvee. I want to buy like an army grade Humvee
Mhm.
just for a daily driver.
No, you want to roll over stuff.
Yeah. Oh.
You want to roll over stuff.
I when I was doing diesel mechanics at the tech center, I got to ride in one, and I was like, I need this. This needs to be my
What-
vehicle.
What about the big straight trucks? Too slow?
I never rode in them, but I mean, I would work on them.
Yeah.
But I rode in that Humvee, and I was just like, we weren't supposed to be riding in it, but one of the teacher assistants was like, hey, we're gonna go around the building real quick.
Just because.
And I was sitting in the gunner seat. I was like, oh, it'd be nice if you let me drive it.
Right.
But yeah, it was the old decommissioned one. For the longest time, I thought it was just there for decoration, and then they started it up. I was like, whoa, it actually works.
Yeah, I think I seen one in Texas decommissioned tank, been inside of it and stuff like that.
I'm talking about a Humvee.
No, well, I'm just
Yeah,
talking about.
I mean,
my
I-
bad.
I wouldn't.
My bad.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going inside a tank though. Like I haven't. I've seen them like at museums and stuff, but I ain't actually like gone inside it and looked at the inside of one. Figure out how it works and take it apart. I mean, see, I'd be bad for that because they send something in the shop and they come back like, "Why is it in a million pieces?" Well, I was trying to figure out how it worked. I know the problem's around the corner somewhere. Man, and like the speed that they have when they do the training to take guns apart and put them back together.
Mhm.
I don't know how the heck they do that. They move pretty fast. Well, set it all out and it's all then it's like tink, put it all right back together. We're good to go. I was like, wow, they've been practicing for a while.
Mhm. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Sleepwalk that walk.
Mm-hmm.
Boot camp is rough. Unless you're strong minded, then
Yeah.
it's a piece of cake.
I know a few people who went to boot camp but didn't make it through, and
Mhm.
I know a lot of people that went to boot camp and did make it through.
Same here. Same
Yes.
here. But dude, for this time period, they didn't know what they were missing. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm glad I did not sign up because I just know the kind of person I would be. I mean, you know, you give me that beep on that beeper, and the target, I would be at his bedside, waking him up, and he'd be the last thing I see. And just before it happened, I'd tell him, "This is from the White House.
There's a whisper from the shadows.
right? You know, and, I mean, that's the kind of belief I had for the military. And then, you know, I had great uncles that were all in service. So, yeah, I would have been that guy. I would have made a name for myself.
Right, right.
Because I would have perfected.
Going down in history.
Mhm. And using all kind of new tech.
Like, well, what? We didn't even think about that.
Right? All kind of tech. I was just like, you know, not only there's muscles, but there's brains.
Smarter, not harder.
Right? I'm just saying, you know, I would have just tore that apart. I would. I'm glad I didn't.
So I was looking at like, I was like, man, I don't know. If you get sent out to the desert and stuff, I'll be over that after a couple weeks. Like,
Mhm.
all right, it's too hot over here. It's too dry. There ain't nothing to see for miles. Yeah, I want to go home. Or they send you to the winter place.
That would have been sucky. That
Yeah.
would suck.
Like I
Being
mean,
out there in the desert.
I've heard stories about like the stuff that happens to your feet, wearing your boots all the time, going through swamps and stuff, and you can't take them off till you get to a certain spot, and
Mhm.
it messes people's feet up.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know, I'm not.
But
I know my limits.
Look, check this out though. If you cross train,
Yep.
you would have been immune to it. And then being the kind of people that we are, that wouldn't affect us.
Yeah.
No, seriously, that wouldn't affect us because we could have personally healed ourselves. If we're at that level of thinking, we would be able to heal ourselves. I'm just saying.
But me hearing and seeing about that stuff while they were still trying to recruit me, I was like, yeah, I don't know. Like,
No, dude, I mean, seriously. Yeah, you would have done all right. I'm serious. Seriously. I mean, there's just certain things I know and that I know. You can leave us in the desert and still make it. Leave
yeah,
us in
but it was
the forest and still make
it was
it.
like
Leave us in the Antarctica and still make it.
in my mindset, I was like, yeah, I don't want to just,
Survivor.
huh?
You go into survivor mode.
Yeah, but
You
if
block out everything.
if I was in the situation where I could choose whether it's like put myself somewhere where I don't know where I'm going for sure, I just know I'm going somewhere.
Dude, they do that. It's
Hmm?
like drop you off. And
Yeah, I
say,
know, but
you
it's
got
like
30 days to make it back.
yeah,
Pass your test. And you got to go through all extreme weathers plus
Yep.
water.
yep,
I mean, dude, you got to be able to survive all those areas because you never know if you get caught. You get caught, you get thrown in one of them prisons. You got to survive that mother until they kill you.
yeah. See, I don't want to get caught.
Exactly. That's why I said I know you survive. Straight up determination.
Nope. We're playing
Right.
tag and you're permanently it.
That's right. I'm out. Catch me if you can.
Like, it was like you guys said this was hide and seek tag, right? But yeah. Oh yeah. People never want to play laser tag with me. I went to a B93 birthday bash one time, and they had a little shooting range. It was like you get like a game gun to shoot targets with, and I was in there, and there was a woman that was shooting against me, and she was hitting her targets, but she was a little bit slower than me, and she was missing a couple here and there, and I'm saying like ting 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 ting, next screen ting 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 ting, and whoop. After that and stuff, she's like, that's some good shooting. And I went, sat down back to watch the show and stuff. I don't know where she come walking up like, where'd you learn to do that? And I was like, well, I play video games. Like, you just aim and shoot. That's all it is. And she was like, well, I'm actually like being enlisted into the army, and I want to come say, that was some damn good shooting. I was just like, all right, yeah. I mean, they were trying to enlist me, but I'm underage.
Just like I said, when you go into survivor mode, you will make it. Because, it's just, it's part of our DNA. there's some stuff that once the mind and the heart get going and the willpower get going, there's a whole new surge of energy that comes from that. And it just gets deeper than that. There's nature, you can get through all the weathers. It's the animals. And that's dinner.
Adapt and overcome.
Mm-hmm. Any prey that any hunt
Anything's considered a prey.
predator. Any predator that comes that's an animal that's edible. Maybe sometimes just flesh itself, the animal gotta survive.
Yeah. Well, now? I think we've covered a decent amount of topics.
Yeah. Whoa.
Maybe one more.
What do you think about chronic soldiers?
What?
Here's my outlook.
All right.
Yeah, you can bounce off of that program. It's a disc.
It's information.
Mm-hmm. Civilized. But I said it was for AI. That's what my opinion. There you go.
Yeah.
It's for AI. Reprogram for humanity's sake.
I don't know. I've always been curious about them.
Why? You the one who wrote them.
I mean, I was curious about the process and the making of them and the designs.
Familiar with a 3D printer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you was far advanced, here's your printer. Like I said, you the one who did it. You read the future.
All right. All right.
That's how it was done.
I was just seeing if you knew that.
Of course. I figured it out. Once AI guy came online, a lot of stuff flowing information from.
It's like an overflowing waterfall of information.
Mm-hmm. But it was coming from the quantum computer. AI connected to quantum. These are through satellite. No one you can't keep up with. The one that got that odd orbit. They call it a night. Not to mention whatever signals come off the moon. Influenced by the moon.
Well.
I mean, that's what I thought. Kind of makes sense to me. There are spiritual technology that could be manifested. just has a little bit more oomph because of the connection.
Hmm.
If you want to go that deep. What do you think about Trump announcing the Space Force?
I mean, I kind of already thought that was the thing with how many people and stuff they got going out of space. I figured that was already established.
Well, you the one from the future. How'd you get here?
That was already established.
Right. Reincarnation.
Let's-
You know.
Me, myself, and I.
Right.
I mean, in due time, the third will be here.
Yep. That'd be from the past.
Mm-hmm. And then, I mean, then everything's just gonna come together.
Mm-hmm. Like that. Walking back on the show.
All right, we've done what we came to do.
They don't believe me. That's why I'm laughing. So.
I'll be like,
You know, back when I was like 23, I took a little trip and had some reefer. And I went on this magical trip. I saw 7 of me in space. Like the rooftop was gone. I'm like looking, I'm looking up and they're looking down. I'm looking down, I'm looking up. I see me, I see you, you see me.
Mhm.
All 7. All number 7. Might be number 8.
Mm.
Don't know. Could be number 1. Could
Yeah.
be number 8. Could be anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think I've already met number 3. It's female. I was in Jacksonville. Seriously. Thought just like we thought. But female.
See,
Look just like me.
I come across something like that too because I ran into 2 separate people from 2 different towns, and so I look exactly like somebody that they know. They mistake me for that person and that person for me, and I don't even know the people.
Mm-hmm.
I still have yet to meet the guy.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days we'll walk into the store together and run into each other. Because I walked in the store and I was like, "Hey, what up, cuz? I thought you was my cuz. I'm still gonna call you cuz."
Mm-hmm. Stories for another day.
On the next episode.
Starship.
Hey, give me some time. I'll have the theme song.
Right. But, you know, the thing people are going to have to start thinking about is how do you live on a craft? It takes organization and discipline. Because some people can't can't take small spaces
Yeah,
in a long period of travel.
hypersleep.
Nah, man. Mm-mm. Want to see the action.
Hyper travel
Yeah.
with the windows open.
Oh, got a space bug.
What was that? Don't matter.
Some kind of matter.
It's matter down that way, so we'll look for the matter up this way.
Well, it's just going back and seeing the other planets and see how everybody else has been doing since a long time away. That's the next. That is the next thing.
I mean, I want to chase down the edge of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that ever expanding universe.
We've been there, done that already.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to do it in these bodies.
Like
Do it in these bodies. and
take
have a
two.
good one. Yeah. Been around for a long time, so we had to have new bodies. Basically.
Yeah.
Pure energy.
Yep.
All right. I think we've been on here long enough. We can call this one a good one. So, peace
We out.
out.